Did you know that mastering reports in ServiceNow is one of the fastest ways to stand out as a ServiceNow admin or developer? Because reports turn raw data into insights that drive decisions. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to create your first ServiceNow report step by step. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, join as a member for exclusive content, and drop a super thanks to support more in-depth ServiceNow training materials. Reports in ServiceNow are essential on a few examples like ITSM and ITIL success. They allow you to track incidents, service requests, service level agreements, and performance metrics, helping teams spot bottlenecks, improve work, and demonstrate value to stakeholders. Whether you're just starting your ServiceNow journey or preparing for certifications and interviews, learning reports in ServiceNow is a must. There's quite a few ways of creating a report in ServiceNow. As you can see on the screen, I have navigated to the incident module by typing the keyword incident, and all the related modules on the left will now appear. And as I scroll down and navigate to the All button, now the content frame on the right will now appear. And the first step in creating a report in ServiceNow is having a data source. And the list that you're seeing now can easily be converted to a report by just navigating in any column. And as we use the state column and click the three dots, you will see that you can create either a bar or pie chart in relation to the state field. And as we drill down, the platform intelligently gathers all the data and represents a bar chart showing the data of each specific state coming from the incident list. Every great report begins with the right data, and as we have selected a table earlier, which is incidents, your choice of the data source defines what information your report will analyze. Well, as we chose the bar chart or the vertical bar as a visualization type, this visualization designer allows you to manage and change and configure depending on your liking on how you would like to represent the data. So in this examples, it could be a time series, scores, bars, to name a few. So the configuration bar on the right already gives you a structure on the different aspects or attributes that you can configure the report and how it will be presented. ServiceNow is making it easy for you as we open this header and border, and as we navigate to the information button, as you click, it provides how you're going to use it. You can simply tick or untick, and you will see the response of the report. And if I would like to add a chart title and say this is incidents by state, easily you will see on the top left, it has already provided a header title for this report. And before we move forward, let us navigate to the top right and click Save. And let us have a proper visualization name and type in Incident Report by state and delete the default title, which was created for us by ServiceNow. And as we save this report, you will see on the top left that it has confirmed the report has been saved, and it has officially now changed the title. And I further recommend to always save your work to ensure that you will not lose any data as you build your report. And as we go back to the header and border, the visualization designer gives you the ability to open and close the attributes that you would like to configure. And as we move to the data configuration and open, you will see here that the metrics gives you the ability on what type of aggregates that you will be configuring this report. And as we open the triple dot and click edit, and as we open the aggregation, you will have the different types, which is a sum of report or sum of data, You get the average, minimum, maximum. And in this example, we're not going to change it and keep it as a count. And as we navigate to the group by, you can see eventually it is group by state, and we can open it and also change how are we to group by state or group by field. And previously, as we have chose the column from the incident list, since we are using the or chose the state column, automatically the report has grouped it by state. And as we change the column, then also it will change the representation. So I further recommend to get your hands dirty and experiment so you get to be familiarized as you're doing your laboratory in your developer instance. It will give you the confidence and the experience on how to create reports. If you have not done so when creating your developer environment, at the end of my screen, I will show you how to set up your own ServiceNow developer environment to give you your own instance to play around, fix and break with demo data coming from your developer instance. And one of the tricks that I like you to learn as we navigate to the triple dot on the top, you can also duplicate this report. So you can keep the original at the same time, use it as a template, giving you the ability to protect your template for reusability and give you to build and make any changes on top of your original. So as we scroll down to more features of this configuration, so let me close the group by to give you a better picture. So you can also sort by value, name, or order. And as we change the sort by, you will see the representation also changes. And eventually I'll keep it as it is. And of course, you can change it by ascending or descending. So easily it will give you a different representation. So depending on your audience and their requirement, then you can also use the configuration and showcase the different features of the report. And as we go down to the presentation tab, you will see here that on the display settings, you can also show data on the table. So supposedly, as you click this, you may need to refresh your browser. And as you click show data, then there should be a number appearing on the bar. So I'll let you do that on your instance, and let's move forward with the display settings on y-axis. So you have the y and the x-axis, and let me just draw that for your visibility. So you have the y and the x-axis, and as we basically navigate back into the hide axis, so you will see the y-axis is now hidden, and the representation changes as we configure the view of the report. And one of the key things that I like to highlight is as we go to chart interaction. So it's like if I untick the chart interaction, and it will give you a choice. You can either drill down to the chart, go to the URL, or to the view. So meaning is like as you interact, you can, for example, go to the URL, and as you click the bar icon, it will take you to the next page. And as I go back to the action, you can go to the data view and drill down to the specific place of records where the data is coming from. And you will see here on the state column, you will have all the closed incidents, which was represented to the bar chart. Then as we go back and navigate back to the chart interaction, you can also have the ability to drill down to chart. So I have created a complete reports playlist that gives you a detailed tutorial on how to utilize this charge interaction, and you'll find them at the end of the screen. So as you customize the look and feel under presentation tab, adjust the labels, colors, and layout, when it's ready, ensure that you hit the save button, and as you save it, and as we have given it a descriptive name like incidents report by state, so you and your team can easily find it later. And if the tutorial is helping you, hit the like button, share it with your colleagues, and remember, you can join as a channel member to access exclusive ServiceNow dashboard and reports, tutorial playlists, developer tips, admin resources, and interview prep guides. So it isn't complete until you share it. And as we navigate to the three dots on the top right, you can export it to a PDF, add it to a ServiceNow dashboard. And dashboards are powerful because they allow you to combine multiple reports for a complete real-time view of IT operations. If you would like to learn how to create dashboards in ServiceNow, you can find it at the end of the screen for a full tutorial. To recap, creating a report in ServiceNow is straightforward. You start with the data source. By choosing the right data source, then you can move in selecting your report type, applying your filters and grouping, customize the representation, then after saving, finally you can share. So by mastering these steps, you'll be building reports that not only look good, but also deliver real business value for your organization. This video is part of a full playlist on creating reports in ServiceNow, so you'll see it linked at the end of the screen. I also recommend watching my tutorial on how to create dashboards in ServiceNow, where you'll learn how to bring all your reports together into a single powerful view. Don't forget to subscribe, join as a member, and drop a super thanks if you find this useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next ServiceNow training video.